This weekend's 146th running of Preakness Stakes is getting a lot of attention this week, specifically Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit. The horse will be allowed to run at Pimlico despite failing a drug test after the Derby. But today we want to set our sights on the Preakness Stakes, I don't know, 101 years ago in 1920?
Somewhere back in there. That's when the most famous racehorse who ever lived, Man of War, won the Preakness as well as the Belmont. Man of War also lived right here on Delmarva. In today's Throwback Thursday, we welcome Secrets of the Eastern Shore author, Mr. Jim Duffy, to tell us the rest of the story. How are you, Jim?
Doing great, Jimmy and Lisa. Always fun to be here.
It's good to see you. So let's go back to 1920. Set the scene for us.
Horse racing is a much bigger deal then than it is now. It's like one of the top-ranked sports, up there where we would think of as baseball and football today.
Okay, right.
If you were driving down the bumpy, muddy Ocean Gateway around the area of Berlin back then and looked off to your left, you would have found a 500-acre farm with a giant mansion. That was the Glenn Riddle farm. And he was a rich businessman from Philadelphia who got to know Delmarva while hunting, fell in love with it. And when he decided to get into horses, bought that farm and built a world-class horse farm. In 1918, he spent, I think it was $50,000 to buy this horse called Man of War. And everybody thought he paid too much. A couple of years later, he would turn down an offer of about $1 million. So he did pretty good with that. As we've all learned this week, controversy helps sell horse racing. With the drug test and Medina Spirit and everything like that. That happened back then, too. A very similar thing. Man of War was the big favorite in every race he ever ran, except that he lost one race. And there was a lot of controversy around that one race when he was a 2-year-old because the start was all wrong and everybody thought he got cheated at the start. And he almost won anyway, but came just a neck short. And everybody was all upset about this. And the horse that beat him was called Upset. And the Preakness in 1920 was a rematch between Man of War and Upset, and full of controversy and attention, not so different from this year's.
Yeah, and I mean, they actually had to hire security guards to guard these horses?
Yeah, so particularly Man of War was such a big deal that people would do anything to get near Man of War and then pluck his hair like a souvenir huntery kind of thing. So they had to keep everybody a safe enough distance away from Man of War so that they didn't try to grab his fur or something else from his barn or anything like that. Horse racing was a big deal back then.
So I guess that was the beginning of his race to superstardom.
It was. That was kind of the point when he went from, oh my gosh, look at this rising young star, to, oh my gosh, it's the greatest racehorse who ever lived. And the Preakness was kind of humorous to read about it because it all sounds like it was like a Roadrunner cartoon from Saturday morning, because the race would start out and Man of War leaped out, beep, beep, to this giant lead, and the other horses kind of got up close to him, and then beep, beep, off goes Man of War. It was so easy for Man of War. He only won by 2 lengths, but everybody who writes about it now says he could have won by 25. And he never never lost another race, and went down in history really as the greatest racehorse.
Wow.
But what about, was he a Triple Crown winner?
They skipped the Kentucky Derby. And the reason why his owner, Glenn Riddle, skipped the Kentucky Derby is he thought the race was unsafe, because when you go from 2 years old to 3 years old, you make a big jump in length of the race. And he thought it was too early in the 3-year-old year for Man of War to run safely in the Kentucky Derby. So they went straight to the Preakness.
Interesting.
How about that?
As is everything you talked to us about. Secrets of the Eastern Shore author Jim Duffy, thank you so much for throwing it back this Thursday.